The best writing contests for high school students. Up first is obviously Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. So they have so many different categories of writing, such as like humor, creative fiction, personal narrative, etc. that you can write pieces for, and there's really no guidance or limit in terms of what type of writing, the word count, and also how many pieces you can submit, which is awesome. And then they also have regional levels and then national levels. Then, of course, there's the New York Times essay contest. This is the calendar that I pulled up for this year on the different contests they have. So a lot of them are like short stories, there's poetry ones, so there's a lot of different types that you can apply for. But unfortunately, you can only submit one piece usually for most of these contests. Next up is the Bennington Young Writers Award, and you can submit fiction, nonfiction, or poetry, and there's different word limits. Then there is Young Arts, which has art and writing, and dance and music. They have a lot of different categories, and they're really prestigious. So Young Arts Writing, they have options for short play, short story, novel, creative nonfiction, etc. These next ones are a lot more about specific topics. So this one is the JFK Profile Encourage Essay Contest, and there's a strict word count. You have to do research, and you have to essentially write about JFK's book, Profile Encourage. So next up is the Ocean Awareness Contest, and usually the topic changes by year, but for this year it's Tell Your Climate, so essentially talking about the climate crisis and how it has impacted you and your community.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
What kind of feeling? I'm high on believing.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick 2-minute free write. Ms. King, are you going to want us to read these aloud? It's up to you, just whichever feels more comfortable. All right, starting the clock. When I was a little girl, we had a rocking horse named Marigold. Even at the time, it was a decrepit thing. Excuse me. Would you mind keeping it down just a little bit? What a strange thing to say to me. Is it? Marigold would have buckled under the weight of a 3-year-old, but my mother insisted that we keep her. Hey, are you finding this distracting? What? Just the Marigold stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, I've sort of been focusing. I haven't really been paying attention. It's really not. Michelle. Yeah? If you've chosen to write privately, that's fine, but you should be writing, not disrupting others. But 1 minute left. I have a classmate named Michelle, like the song. And she's, how can I put this? Insufferable. Hey, I think she's jealous. Although whether of me or of Marigold, I can't say. Miss King, she's writing about me. Michelle, focus on your own work. It's just hard to focus with all this rocking horse stuff. Oh wow, I'm actually writing about a rocking horse too. Well, that's a great example of parallel thinking. It's not parallel thinking if one of them was saying the thing aloud. Let's all take a deep breath and maybe spend a minute brainstorming some ways that we can be more respectful classmates. Okay, and are you gonna have us say them aloud or just whichever feels more comfortable for you? It would be easier to be a respectful classmate to Michelle if I respected Michelle.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score?
6.
Woo! And how many do I need to pass?
6.
Ooh!
100.
What?